Hi, my name is Michaela Franston, and this is my editing business. So this is the minimum viable product. As you can see, on the left is the before, and on the right is the after. And so the market sizing and key insights. So for this business, since it's a photo restoration / editing business, it would be considered in the other services as found by IBISWorld. That's where this chart comes from. So it'd be in the 27.1% section. And IBISWorld also said the largest four companies are estimated to generate well under 10% of the industry revenue for 2016, which means that my total available market is less than 10% of the industry. And of that market, this is also from IBISWorld, that it says that the market is mainly towards households, which is 67% of the industry, so based on the market segmentation. So for the value proposition and key insights, value proposition is to restore the damaged photos, make edits to digital files, save people money on software costs, save time, quick service, and quality. And so the pains, gains, and jobs for our business to satisfy for the customer is their pains are having keepsakes that are not quality or that are damaged. And the gains that they get from using the gains that they get are finding joy in capturing moments and researching their families. And the jobs that they have that we can fulfill would be an obligation to keep the family history alive and share the stories of the past, as well as having pictures now for people to look back later in their life and enjoy. So basically, our business would provide them the opportunity to repair those keepsakes and edit those keepsakes so that they're more precious to them and are something that they'll cherish for a very long time. So this is value proposition, key insights. So of this comes from the scorecard. It's not updated with the past few interviews, but this shows that a lot of people are in the low numbers of using this business, but they also indicated that if they ever had the need for the service, that their numbers would probably change. And quality also seemed to be a very important factor for the type of services that we're offering. And so the customer segments that this business would go into would be older people looking to restore family photos, and young family history enthusiasts, and amateur photographers. So for the archetypes, the older family history enthusiasts are 50 or older, they have fixed income, they're interested in history and their ancestors, whereas the younger family history enthusiasts are like 12 to 30, they have a limited disposable income, and they have more use of technology in their lives. And amateur photographers are about 15 to 45. They have limited disposable income, enjoy taking pictures, not skilled in editing software or can't afford the software. And so what I learned was marketing will have to be directed at the different segments, such as having social media, targeting the younger segments, and more traditional things such as TV ads or other things to market to the older ones. And then I also realized from an interview that there was a market for younger people who do family history work. So for the distribution channel, this is an example of using the web and a storefront, which I find reaches a broader group and appeals to multiple customer segments because of the differences in the segments. The older group doesn't really use technology as much, whereas the younger group does. So the younger group can utilize the website, and the older group can have the more in-person atmosphere where they can feel more connected to the business. For the get, keep, grow strategy, to get customers, we will be where they are. So basically marketing where they are, like at booths, at conventions, and social media, other things like that. To keep them, we'll offer quality service and consultations. And to grow them, so we would base it off referrals and having a social media Facebook page. So key partners would be software companies, employees, antique shops, bloggers who reach the target market, Cricut and Silhouette who reach to those people who scrapbook and who have keepsakes that they like to cherish like that. Family history genealogy companies such as Ancestry.com. And the key activities would be editing photos, consultation and building relationship with customers and getting those referrals. Our key resources would be printers, computers, scanners, software, having a historian there so that that historian can provide us necessary knowledge to make sure we're editing the photos and keeping them true to that time period. The business environment. So the economy, the worse off the economy is, the less disposable income people will have to spend, which means the less they'll probably spend with our business. So that's how that influences our business. Competitors, there are already competitors out there who do photo restoration, and there's also photo editing software that people can utilize. So for the SWOT, the strengths are people may not have the skills or time to edit or restore their photos, and there are multiple customer segments. Our weaknesses would be increasing technology means less older photos to restore and more people who gain skills in using the software. And opportunities would be editing digital images people take so people can save money on the software or offer other keepsake options in printing. And threats would be like the weaknesses where the more skilled people are in technology, the less they need others to do technology-based services like editing photos for them. And the photos out there that need restoration or editing, there's a limited number of the older ones, not the newer ones, but the older ones that needed the restoration. And so here's the income statement. It just shows you the forecasted revenue that we're hoping to get and forecasted net income. And then this is the balance sheet. This shows you the forecasted balance sheet. This is the cash flow statement to show you basically the cash flow of the business. And the relevant pass-fail tests and pivots are having a historian, which would allow the business to be able to make sure that the photos are restored correctly in the right period, like I talked about before. Having partners such as antique stores and bloggers, because they would give a larger reach to get customers who may be looking for services like this one, and customers finding out that there are 2 separate segments for restoration of photos so you can properly market to each of them. And from customer research, early evangelist, scorecard, and key insights, the research from interviews gave insight of potential partners in different segments of customers I should target. And some of my customers were interested, and they helped me see what they'd be like as early evangelists, just those people who are really enthusiastic, would be enthusiasts like in family history work and stuff. The scorecard, so the graph that I showed earlier came from the scorecard. It's not updated with the newer interviews that I did last week, the few that I did last week. But even though there's a lot of people that scored low, which is almost half, some people indicated that their number may change due to the need for the service. And this is the initial canvas on the left compared to the most updated canvas on the right. And I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Thank you for watching.